everybody talks about being a digital company, right? And so that's what we just talked about. The idea of, and you put in a foundation, data, cloud, mobility, security. I always say underscored by security, or this is going to take big steps back. That's a foundation. But when everyone's digital, and every industry has its Uber, its Tesla, it's whatever, every bank is digital, what does differentiate you? And one of the biggest things when Daryl and Brian asked me to come that I really felt was important to talk about was what I think is this next big trend. And in fact, I think it will be the most differentiating. And I also, when I heard on that video, when people said IBM, I heard a number of people say Watson, 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 Watson.
Absolutely.
But we can come to Watson as an interesting actor in this. But the next trend, so if you think you're tired moving to data, cloud, analytics, mobility, I think in front of us is the one that will be the thing that can most differentiate your company, and it is the cognitive era.
Cognitive.
Cognitive.
Say this word several times.
Cognitive.
I did a sort of an impromptu survey of some people walking around. I asked them what they thought when I said the word cognitive. Many of them said, about 40% of them said thinking.
Perfect.
About 2% of them, according to my calculations, said, I don't know. And there was one guy said it was something that's part of a car engine.
I did work for a car company once. I got to think about that.
Carburetor.
Okay.
That's what he's thinking.
It might have been your accent, Daryl.
I do have an accent.
Yeah.
The thing being, but I'm in the South, so it works for me here. The thing is that cognitive to a lot of people mean different things, and to some people mean nothing.
Yeah.
When you say cognitive is the next phase.
So let's talk about what it means, right? Because this idea, so think, these three big forces that have been reshaping your industry, our industry, everyone's industry, then you say, I'm a digital. Is that the destination? My view is that is going to be necessary but not sufficient. The destination, and I think this is going to be an era that's going to run for decades. This idea of cognitive, when I say it's an era of technology and it's an era of business. So cognition, if you look in the dictionary, is about thinking. So that's why when many people said thinking. And so as an era, think of this. These are systems that they understand, not just data, unstructured data, image, songs, video, you name it. They understand unstructured data, but two more differentiating. They reason and they learn. And this is really important. So when I say reason, it's like you and I. If there's an issue, a question, they take in all the information that they know, they stack up a set of hypotheses, they run it against all that data to decide what do I have most confidence in. I can prove why I do or don't believe something, and if I have high confidence in an answer, I can show you the ranking of what my answers are. And then I learn. The more you give me, just like a child over time, the more information, the more I learn.